So let's start by settling the body, adopting a stable, comfortable, upright position, serviceable for meditation. So we think about keeping our feet flat, our back straight, torso open, hands in the lap right over left with the palms upturned and the thumbs gently touching. Our eyes are gently closed or slightly open, making sure we let in enough light to remain alert. Try to avoid slouching or leaning. We also let go of any tension or rigidity in the body, relaxing into a stable, comfortable, upright position, allowing the body to fall into place. And begin to pull back your awareness from attending to the environment, allowing sights and sounds to be as they are without investigation, constraining your awareness just to the body and mind. Concentrating that awareness in the present moment by attending closely to the physical sensation of the air moving into and back out of the tip of the nostrils. Noticing quickly when anything other than that one physical sensation is arising in the mind, and without judgment or frustration, lifting your awareness up from that distraction and placing it gently but firmly again and again on the breath. And then when the mind feels more calm, generate a broad and altruistic motivation for your time, wanting to use this time to establish, deepen beneficial, constructive ways of thinking and acting, ways that help oneself remain connected to a sense of peace and ease, and that naturally, spontaneously motivate actions that are beneficial to others. Wanting to reduce and ultimately eliminate painful, destructive ways of thinking and acting, ways that separate oneself from that sense of peace and ease, agitating, disturbing the mind. And that cause actions, give rise to actions that harm others. Developing the aspiration to engage in that process of genuine inner transformation in order to be of greater and greater benefit to sentient beings over time. And with that motivation, we will contemplate drawing ourselves closer to the energy, enlightened energy and activity represented by Bodhitara, the aspect of enlightened mind, enlightened activity that provides courage in the face of adversity, helps to overcome obstacles, dangers, fears. So we begin by imagining that we ourselves are situated in a large open space. Visualizing Bodhitara in the space in front, emerald green in color, seated on a lotus and moon. She is a manifestation of all the Buddha's omniscience, perfect love, perfect compassion, and is in the nature of light, not solid, but radiant. Her left leg is drawn up, and her right leg is extended. Her left hand is at her heart in the refuge gesture, palm facing outward, thumb and ring finger joined, and the remaining 3 fingers raised. Her right hand is on her right knee in the gesture of granting sublime realizations, palm facing outward, with the fingers loosely pointing down. In each hand she holds the stem of a blue utpala flower. She is beautifully adorned with silk, garments, and jewel ornaments, and her smiling face radiates love and compassion. So take a moment to stabilize the visualization of Bodhitara. And we visualize that all sentient beings, visualized in human form for the sake of auspiciousness, the sake of wanting them to achieve a perfect human rebirth, are visualized surrounding us in all directions, extending out to the horizon. The people that you are close to are behind you. Those who agitate you are in front. And those you do not know are spread out in all directions. And then if you would like, you can join in a recitation of Refuge in Bodhicitta, and the Four Immeasurables, and the Seven Limbs. I go for refuge until I am enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By my practice of giving and other perfections, may I become a Buddha, in order to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge until I am enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By my practice of giving and other perfections, may I become a Buddha in order to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge until I am enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By my practice of giving and other perfections, may I become a Buddha in order to benefit all sentient beings. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment and anger that holds some close and others distant. Reverently I prostrate with my body, speech, and mind. I present clouds of every type of offering, actual and imagined. I declare all my negative actions accumulated since beginningless time, and rejoice in the virtues of all ordinary and enlightened beings. Please remain until the end of cyclic existence and turn the wheel of Dharma for living beings. I dedicate my own merits and those of all others to the great enlightenment. And a mandala offering. This ground anointed with perfume, strewn with flowers, adorned with Mount Meru, 4 continents, the sun and the moon. I imagine this as a Buddha field and offer it. May all living beings enjoy this pure land. Idam Guru Ratna Mandala Kam Niryatayami. And then return to that visualization of the limitless sentient beings and Buddhatara in front. And bring to mind any particular difficulties that you or others are having, any aspirations for success on behalf of yourself or others. And make a heartfelt request to Buddhatara to receive blessing energy to accomplish those aspirations, those prayers. You can do that in an informal way, or if you'd like to join this short prayer, you can. Om, I prostrate to the goddess, foe destroyer, liberating Lady Tara. Homage to Tare, savioress, heroine with Tutare, dispelling all fears, granting all benefits with Ture. To her with sound Soha I bow. Om, I prostrate to the goddess foe destroyer, liberating Lady Tara. Homage to Tare, savioress, heroine, with Tutare, dispelling all fears, granting all benefits with Ture. To her with sound Soha I bow. Om, I prostrate to the goddess foe destroyer, liberating Lady Tara. Homage to Tare, savioress, heroine, with Tutare, dispelling all fears, granting all benefits with Ture. To her with sound Soha I bow. You can visualize from Bodhitara rays of light with nectar running down them like raindrops running down a wire, emanating from the point where Tara's left thumb and ring finger touch. The light and nectar flows continuously, reaching you and all the beings surrounding you, purifying your hindrances to Dharma practice and the obscurations to liberation and enlightenment. Bringing to mind the difficulties of those that you're engaging in this practice on behalf of, and all of the suffering experienced in the various realms of existence. As the light rays and nectars enter the bodies and minds of these countless sentient beings, all their suffering and causes of their suffering are completely purified. And you can visualize from the heart of Bodhitara millions of tiny emanations, replicas of Bodhitara are pouring forth, entering through the crown of the head every sentient being, this vast space including oneself. The replica alights on the lotus and moon at the heart. In one's own mind and body and the minds and bodies of every sentient being merge, inseparably one with Bodhitara's holy body, speech, and mind. And as you concentrate on that sense of unity, you can absorb into the sound of Bodhitara's mantra, Om Tare, Tutare Ture Soha. Om Tare 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 Tutare Ture Soha. And then when you're ready, we'll come back together. And we'll dedicate. So recollect your altruistic motivation and think that by having engaged in this contemplation, you've actualized that motivation, created positive energy in the mind, and have a sense of freely offering the fruit of your practice for the benefit of all sentient beings without exception. Thinking, may that positive energy serve as a cause and condition to eliminate war and conflict, poverty, famine, disease, disasters, all painful inner and outer conditions. May it fully ripen the minds of all sentient beings. May they quickly meet perfect teachers and arise in the state of full enlightenment. May I too achieve the state of enlightenment in order to work for the benefit of sentient beings perfectly. May any obstacles facing the Guru's long life be completely dispelled, and may I and all sentient beings in this moment come under the joyful care and guidance of enlightened beings. May we be guided and protected until we swiftly achieve that state of enlightenment. Thank you.